Six guys talking about random stuff. You can turn us off when you've had enough.
Welcome back, podcasters. This is a continuation on the greatest athletes of all time. This is Six Guys Talking, and today we are going to start it off with Muhammad Ali.
Good boxer.
One of the best, if not the best, for sure.
Of all time.
Mike Tyson would beat him, but it's whatever.
That's true.
I feel like Muhammad Ali's more well known than Mike Tyson. I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it because I feel like that's.
I think Muhammad Ali
Yeah,
heavyweight different than anyone else had because he was still light on his feet, moved well as opposed to just haymaker.
I don't know
Tyson
boxing with
moved pretty
crap.
fast.
Muhammad Ali never had to bite someone's ear off in order to win.
He didn't win though. He lost that fight.
He tried to.
And Mike Tyson, was knocking people out in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And all those people in those arenas paid hundreds of dollars to sit and watch a 20-second match. And then
He put his hands behind his back and went taunt him, and then just a right hook, knocking people out.
Okay,
I
this
thought
is
we were
about
talking about
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali would solely win on weight.
What do you mean?
On weight, he's heavier than him.
By how
10
much?
pounds.
So
16 pounds. That's a lot of
That's
weight.
a lot in boxing.
okay, but Mike Tyson was still way stronger.
Yeah, Mike Tyson would
I don't
for
know.
sure
Yes,
beat Muhammad
he
Ali.
could take that 16 pounds, and Mike Tyson would still beat him.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was shorter than every other opponent, pretty much every opponent he faced, but he was bigger and stronger and
Quicker.
He was better.
We already talked about
I mean, it
Mike
doesn't
Tyson.
matter on this case.
You
I
talk about
don't think.
Well, we're
Okay,
comparing.
but we're
Actually,
talking.
we haven't talked
talking
about Mike
about
Tyson
Greatest
yet.
athletes of
We're
all
talking
time.
about athletic
Muhammad
ability.
Yeah.
Pretty athletic, I think.
Well, the fact that he knocks people out in 20 seconds is
We're
pretty
talking
impressive.
about Muhammad Ali.
Never mind.
Mike Tyson to Mike
Wrong
Tyson.
one.
It's Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad
That
Ali.
is still pretty impressive, though.
Pretty epic
Floated on
boxer.
the canvas.
Yes, very great boxer still.
I mean, they're loaded on muscle, but when it comes to like all around, like when it comes to more like running and stuff like that, like obviously they're trained to do what they're doing, and that's boxing.
I think
You'd be
boxers
surprised. So
have
boxers,
Well, no,
boxers
they're-
train for fights by running extremely long
Well,
distances
yeah,
at a good pace.
Have you
Yeah.
seen
In
Rocky?
Fighting
Well, like-
sports are extremely exhausting.
Yes,
seen
Rocky,
Rocky.
but
Yeah,
like
just-
actual boxers do that too. Because it's hard to put in training with another boxer and go rounds like you do in an actual match. But
Yeah.
so to train your breathing systems, or that be like aerobic systems, it's long distance running.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of like cardio training and like for endurance and stamina because boxing gets incredibly tiring.
Yeah,
And if it ends up being a longer match, you don't get knocked out in 20 seconds, then you're going to be in there for a while, and it's going to take a lot out of you.
Yeah.
Especially while constantly taking blows to the face and the body.
I mean, yeah, I would argue that boxing is one of the hardest sports athletically.
I would agree.
I mean, the amount of endurance and strength it takes, I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
Didn't that one study from ESPN say that boxing was the hardest?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But
Which I would
Muhammad
agree with.
Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, man.
Was a great athlete.
One of the
Was-
best, one of the most demanding sports would
Yeah,
Yes.
automatically
Yeah, true.
put him up there.
Yes.
So
yeah, I'd agree.
All right. Our next athlete is Michael Phelps.
Again, endurance.
Man's got a lot of bling from the Olympics.
Yeah.
He goes
Got
zoom,
some
zoom in
ice.
the water.
Does have some ice.
Pretty much.
See, like that one picture that he has where his arms are fully out and it just has all his medals like
Yeah.
chronologically or whatever, like from like the 4 Olympics he's been from, is so impressive.
Yeah.
You-
I think he has the most Olympic, he has the most Olympic golds, doesn't he?
For the
Yeah.
U.S.
Medals.
so.
I'm not sure if it's golds. I think
I
it's
think-
medals.
I'd have to
Usually
look
the
back. He holds the
swimmers
most of
have
something.
all the
Definitely.
the most.
Well, the good
medals.
swimmers.
Well, yeah, but like the list of like the top, how many medals you have are like all swimmers because you get more medals from swimming.
All right, he's got 23 gold medals, 3 silver, and 2 bronze. So yeah, he's got quite a bit.
And I mean, if you look at him in his early years, he wasn't just like barely beating people. It was by body length in the pool,
Yeah.
and then
Okay, yeah, he does have the most
ridiculous.
Olympic medals. He's number 1 for
He's
medals.
Nice.
But
So-
athletic ability.
endurance.
In 2008, he won
No.
8 gold medals in 1 Olympic Games in Beijing.
Didn't lose a
That's
single
pretty
thing.
impressive.
8 gold medals.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Okay.
the man knows his water.
yeah.
He
But, like,
is
swimming?
He's the most athletic swimmer to ever walk the earth. I think that's something we can all agree
Yeah.
I
on.
agree with that. Yeah.
But one of the most athletic people in the world.
in the
I don't know.
water.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Put anyone else in
swimming,
the water.
swimming is something, it's a very niche sport. Like, not everyone gets into swimming, whereas
Plus
those
also,
I mean, you
freak,
can though.
but those
also-
freak athletes
Like
that
running.
dedicate their life to swimming are going to dominate because not a lot of super athletic people are into swimming.
also
Because if you're a super athlete, then you're going to go play basketball, football, or baseball, and not
In
be a swimmer.
America,
In America, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
In every so then in other countries you're gonna go play soccer.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
and a lot of other like super like strong athletes, when they get like, a lot of them have very larger muscles depending on what the sport you have, and that sacrifices arm like range of arm movements.
I know.
and you can't have super huge muscles in swimming. Like, you have to be toned.
Yeah, I don't know
So-
if you guys know, but Eddie Hall. Do you guys know who Eddie Hall is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he used to be he's a strongman now.
Mhm.
He probably weighs like
okay.
300 pounds, but he used to be a swimmer in high school, and his time was like 1 second off of Michael Phelps' time, and he chose to be a strongman instead of going into swimmer. So like that is just one example of a freak athlete that chose something else besides swimming.
Yeah, but like
Getting
in
off
I feel
time
like there's like
sports,
1,000
1 second is a
instances.
long time.
That is
Like,
true.
Yeah.
That is
second
true.
off
But still, in high school, he was competing with Olympic,
Well, usually Olympic, or a lot of Olympic people I know are like in high school and college.
high school and college. Yeah,
Mhm.
So-
that's true.
Is Simone Biles even graduated yet?
She's pretty young. She's like
Mm.
18 or something.
I don't-
19,
Yeah,
is?
I think.
I feel like last Olympics she was like still in high school.
I don't know.
But
She's
anyways,
23.
I think
back
when
to
she's
Michael
doing
Phelps being one of the greatest
mind.
athletes of all time.
4'8".
I still think that
Bless
he's.
you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I still think he's like insanely impressive on how he is, and obviously he's definitely the most dominant in swimming, and that's not even a questionable. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
But like, I don't think
Could
he'd
there
be.
be someone else better than him?
hypothetically.
Possibly.
Yes.
Well,
But is there
But
right
can you?
now?
That's true
but
for
can
anyone.
You name them? No.
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 Is there?
But
yet?
is there more athletic people out there than him?
Yes.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
100%.
All right, so our
pretty
next
skilled.
athlete is Michael Jordan.
basketball?
Probably the most famous basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it'd be hard to say anybody else, but
saved Earth.
I could
from the
maybe see an
Monstars.
argument for Curry.
yeah, saved
but-
Earth from the Monstars.
Curry.
That's true.
Famous.
No, as far as better known.
He
All
played
right.
basketball with Bugs Bunny, so it's pretty cool.
Athletic ability. He had insane athletic ability combined with the best skill at the time
And work ethic at the
and
time.
worth
And work
ethic,
ethic, yeah.
at the time. But one of the best, one of the most athletic humans of all time. There's a lot of people that can do what he did, athletic wise. Skill wise, absolutely not. Athletic wise, yes.
Yeah,
I mean-
yeah.
I can name Jordan Kilgannon, 6'1", 50-inch vertical. Michael Jordan had like a 45-inch vertical. So like that right there is a more athletic person, but he's not nearly as skilled as Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree
Does
with
some
all
cool
that.
stuff at dunking
Also in Space
competitions,
Jam,
though.
he stretched his arm really far. and that's
Really
pretty cool.
far.
He survived
Okay,
like
yeah, I don't think anybody can actually do that besides him.
Exactly.
he survived like a 3-mile drop to Toonland, so
Yeah.
he fell right down the
Um,
hole straight to a different dimension. So can anyone else do that?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
Straight from the golf
a
course.
cartoon. We're talking about Space Jam.
Talking about space.
It's not just a cartoon trend; it's real life.
Yeah.
He saved
Who's
Earth.
who's the one that the second one's coming out with? I forgot.
It's LeBron.
LeBron.
Is it?
LeBron.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they don't have LeBron like break his legs in the fall, I'm gonna be mad.
I mean, like, Bo Jackson, he played football and baseball. And, like, Michael Jordan played basketball and baseball. But Michael Jordan was bad at baseball.
He was good until they threw him a
awful.
curveball.
You
He
could
was
say
good
he
until
was
they threw
not
him a
that good.
curveball.
You could say
He went on a
Bo,
21-game hit
okay,
streak.
Bo Jackson
not
was
even that
definitely a better athlete than Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan was more skilled than any of these people. That's where he excelled so much, is he had really good athleticism, but also skill, game knowledge, and
Work ethic.
work
I say
ethic.
because a huge part of all that skill he had came from that work ethic,
Yeah.
way more than his teammates.
But
and his leadership
opponents.
ability.
If
I
we're
think, was
if we're
another
ranking
thing
the
that-
greatest athletes of all time, there is a lot of people that are athletic as Michael Jordan.
Yeah. So he's high, but not way up there. So
All right. Next athlete is Mike Tyson.
I mean, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, we already talked about.
Well, we kind
we
of.
kinda-
we kind of.
We've
Mixed
talked about
up.
him like multiple times within other people's
Yeah.
But,
discussions.
so we'll check
I'm sorry for mixing.
I'd still say
his
that
speed and strength. Was
yeah.
just
Was-
incredible.
Yeah.
His stamina.
when he was
I
in
don't
his
know,
prime,
but-
he was a scary dude.
Yeah.
Also,
he didn't really
also
need
slightly
stamina.
scary.
He needed to
Or
land
not
one
scary,
hit,
Yeah,
and
like-
the fight was over.
Like I said earlier, he was scary. He was dropping people in 20 seconds, and it was crazy.
Bit of a nut job, but
He
you know.
looked.
Fighting people.
He looked like Floyd Mayweather out there with how quick he was, but he hit with 220 pounds of force.
Yeah.
This man was nuts.
That's a yikes.
Definitely one of the greatest boxers as well.
Boxers, pretty much in general, just have to be pretty far up there, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next athlete is Jordan Burroughs.
No idea.
He's
who
a-
that
Honestly,
is.
couldn't tell
You
you
guys
who he is.
don't know
so.
who that
He's a
is.
wrestler.
He's an American
a
freestyle
from
wrestler.
Nebraska, and he's like 14.
Oh, that dude.
He-
Okay,
he's
okay.
like world champion.
Six-time
Olympic gold
six-time
medalist.
World Cup champion.
Super
Yeah.
good.
American Games gold medalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5'8",
Well, like
163.
I think like
Yes.
wrestling is like I feel like it's one of those sports that it's like it doesn't test like your like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like you're like specific athletic ability, but more like who is like a true test of like strength and like your strategy of how to just overpower another person.
Stop the cap.
Why?
They have to be super athletic.
Well, I know, but
Yeah,
I'm saying,
you
but like it's
literally
more.
just
I feel like it's
described
more
You
a
have to move
test.
super fast. You
Well,
have
yeah,
to be
I'm
able to
aware,
turn
but I'm
your
saying it's
body.
more like a
Super
test of
fast
strength and like
defensive.
strategy rather than.
But
class.
there are a lot of the very good wrestlers like this guy. Like, look at this guy. He is a specimen of a human being. This dude is athletic, and he's also the best one out there. Like, we can take. You can't just say, "Oh, he's the best wrestler of all time. He must be athletic." Like, we have to compare him to other athletes.
I mean, I feel like he could probably, I don't know.
Just by looking
How
at
tall is
him
he?
and knowing how good
5'8".
he is at a
But
sport.
that's a good thing for wrestlers.
Yeah, you don't need
You
to
don't
be
wanna be
super
That's true.
tall. and wrestling.
Shorter, harder is to.
So
Say shorter and harder.
No, shorter is harder.
I
to
mean,
run.
wrestling's
Center
definitely a
of mass.
very hard
Yeah.
sport. It's pretty much
It's
up
definitely
there.
insanely hard.
Probably
so
the
you gotta
same as
take that
boxing.
into effect too. But
5'8", 163 pounds.
pretty much just pure muscle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
By the way, how many pounds?
163.
Okay.
oh my.
Yeah.
It's hard to compare a wrestler to like other athletes because you put them in like basketball or football or any of those other sports, and they'd probably get destroyed. But then he
Well, you can say-
Athletically,
you can say this-
athletically, they would not get destroyed though.
But
skill,
You can say the
Skill,
same
yeah.
thing for the other way though. If
I-
you
I
take
was
some
gonna- I
basketball
was just gonna
people-
say that if
Yeah,
you
and
took
put them in
basketball-
wrestling, they're gonna get
because
destroyed.
wrestling is so different than
It's way different than everything
Let's
else.
throw LeBron in the wrestling ring and see what happens.
yeah,
Play on somebody.
And his
Yeah.
career.
we'll just pick them up.
he'll just flop and airball a free throw.
Yeah, that was
Dang.
a foul.
Oh.
All right.
Snip, snip.
What? That was funny.
All right. Our next athlete is Terrence Crawford.
Nebraska
Another
grown.
boxer.
Yeah, boxer. We have a lot of boxers. I mean,
Dude.
Well, the boxers.
I mean, they're- but, I mean, yeah, they're-
Sport.
He's
He has multiple world championships in 3 weight classes.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
that's impressive.
Omaha grown.
he's not.
he knocks out.
I don't think he's
Is
lost.
he
has
undefeated?
Says
I
he
think
is.
he's undefeated.
Since he has the welterweight title since 2018.
Yeah.
His weights have been lightweight, light welterweight, and welterweight.
Why can't you just show me?
He has a kid, Terrence Crawford III.
37 wins.
0 losses.
No
0
losses. 28
by
by
knockout, 9 by decision.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
He
Jeez.
knocks out a lot of people.
Pretty good.
75.68% knockout rate.
Oh my gosh.
So that's pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah, he's really good.
He's,
From Omaha.
He's the kind of boxer people like to watch too. People like to watch those lighter weights because like they
they can move.
Yeah, and he
Quick and
doesn't do
fast,
like
yeah.
some stupid thing where he just like dances around the whole time. He actually goes in there and like punches them.
He's also a southpaw, but he fights like a right-handed.
Southpaw, baby. All right, he's goated. He's a southpaw.
Goated.
Okay,
Who just got
Khabib, and someone pronounce his last name.
Nurmagomedov.
Okay, so he's a
Khabib.
Russian dude. and he,
wait,
he's
we
a,
haven't even said who
Say
we're
it.
doing.
Try it.
Khabib.
Matthew,
Wait,
you
yeah,
got it.
Well,
Khabib.
okay, one person. Who is this guy?
I think it's
Say his name, one person.
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Here, let's look it
Something
up.
like that.
Russian boy.
Khabib Russian.
Okay, he's from Russia. He's a UFC fighter.
He beat Conor McGregor.
He did. He beat a lot of people,
He's
but then
Oh, this guy.
Didn't
He
Conor,
retired.
okay, but didn't Conor McGregor like get knocked out recently by someone? There was like a fight
Yeah.
that happened.
Dustin
Yeah, but he
Poirier.
was old and
Logan Paul.
wasn't Conor McGregor.
yeah,
Not Logan Paul.
What's a joke?
Okay, just
Logan
making
Paul
sure.
never fought. I actually
Talking
think
about
Logan
Conor
Paul never
McGregor
fought.
was old. How old is Conor McGregor?
he's in his 30s, I think.
So relatively
look
old
it
for a
up.
Logan
UFC
Paul,
guy.
dude.
No.
Yeah. What do you mean he talks
Okay.
smack?
He is
kinda
30.
wanna
He's
see him
32
on
now. I mean, he's definitely not in his prime anymore. But
Okay,
he's-
so
it's not
Khabib.
like he's-
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I mean, he's very good.
He looks like the antagonist in a
He-
Rocky movie.
He pretty much beat Conor McGregor. Way before he had a ton of wins, he beat Conor McGregor and then retired.
Did he win it by knockout or by?
Yeah, I think he had
decision?
29 wins, and then his dad.
I think
died.
Connor tapped out, didn't he?
Yeah, he.
Oh.
Didn't he
choked
have
him
him
out.
in a
he
chokehold,
choked him
and
out.
then he
Interesting.
tapped
But then
out?
he jumped over the fence and he started to like fight the.
Well, he's
Yeah,
retired.
yeah.
He's retired now.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
retired because his dad
Okay,
died.
this
and
guy-
and his mom didn't want him
This
to
guy
fight without his
beat
dad
Conor
or whatever.
McGregor, jumped over the fences, was just gonna fight the entire crowd. He's goated.
he
He
looks
was ready to take on the whole arena.
like I said before.
Probably could have too.
But this next guy,
Looks like an antagonist.
Until
in a
Joe
Rocky
Rogan
movie.
gets up there and then he just knocks him clean out.
Floyd Mayweather.
All right, our next athlete is Floyd Mayweather.
Didn't Crawford beat this dude? I feel like he did.
no,
No.
Floyd's never lost.
No
Russell,
one
that
has
was
beat
dumb.
this dude ever.
I'm thinking of.
He's
thinking
fought in
of
a
Matt-
lot of
Mayweather
divisions.
versus
Oh my
Pacquiao.
gosh.
Floyd Mayweather
Welterweight,
is
featherweight,
very good.
lightweight,
I mean,
super
he's gonna
featherweight,
lose to
light
Paul
middleweight,
Brothers.
super
Super
He fought
featherweight.
that. He fought that
I'm
one.
super
Gonna be 50-2 on the
Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, that was a huge
got-
match.
He's got
Yeah.
50
A while
wins,
Yeah.
27
Maybe
by
he's so much
knockout, and 0 losses.
So yeah, he's also undefeated with 50 wins, which is incredible.
Insane.
Yeah, that's
Plus, the man is just dripped out.
But
The
he's
man's
got,
got drip.
he's got a worse knockout K ratio. Before I said it, y'all didn't have to point that out.
Oh, but we
I
had
think
to.
every boxer's KD is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let's put Floyd Mayweather up against Logan Paul.
Floyd Mayweather.
Didn't he say that? Didn't he say
After his
that?
fake
KD
fight
will
with
go
a
up.
No,
freaking
they're
basketball
actually gonna
player.
fight. They're actually gonna fight. So
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, I think
Logan
Logan
Paul's
and
gonna
Floyd
die.
Don't waste
Mayweather
your
are
money.
April.
Don't waste your
I'm
money
not
on
sure
buying
on
that pay-per-view. You'll be able to watch the 30-second clip of the entire match on YouTube.
Okay, I will say when Floyd fought, who did he fight last?
Was it?
He fought Conor McGregor. Yeah. All right, so we got that fight, and this has nothing to do with any of the athletes, but the fight started at like 1:00 in the morning, and I slept through the whole thing.
That's an.
I mean, it was that hyped. They had to show the other fights beforehand.
It was kind of dumb.
But he's 5'8", 150 pounds, but he's pretty much pure muscle, and he's quick, super fast, and can go the distance.
Don't tell him to his face that he's short, because
He will knock you out.
if not kill you.
Okay, so Floyd Mayweather is now 43 and is going to fight Logan Paul. The fight was supposed to be February 20th, but they pushed it back.
When is it now?
It doesn't say on here.
Man.
He's gonna keep avoiding it. Just keep the hype of him
Logan
going
Paul
to
could have a chance.
No, he
he's gonna
cannot.
get beat to a pulp, and I'm excited.
Dude, 43 is old.
He's fought a
Yeah, but that man is not aging. He's just like he's got the
Well, it may look like
he's got the
it.
time stone in his pocket, and he's just like
Keeps
time
going back.
Yeah, time
Yeah.
moves around him.
As time moves around all.
Literally is Doctor Strange.
Okay.
All right, so our next athlete is George Foreman.
Got some nice grills.
Yeah, he does.
Michael Scott. Burns.
Dude, I looked
I don't
I
know
looked
this
up
guy.
his he's a boxer again.
Another
busy.
He's got
boxer.
83.95% KO ratio.
Oh,
That's
He's heavyweight
with
though, right?
with like
'Cause
80,
that's kinda
81
what they do.
bouts,
Yeah, he's a
349 rounds.
He's in.
He's in the heavy division.
Yeah.
6'4", 260.
It's kind of what they do.
He's
They
got
just
a
put
nick-
all their weight behind one punch, and if it doesn't land,
Yeah.
they're
I
done
wouldn't-
for.
He's got
I
a
wouldn't
nickname
say-
of Big George.
I wouldn't say that this guy is probably like super.
the most athletic. Probably not.
He doesn't seem like he'd be the kind of guy to move around quick on his
You want me to
feet.
talk about George Foreman?
Did you put him in your?
yeah.
Go ahead, Mahoney.
I put him in
that
because
left
of the
column.
grills.
That was Foreman was good in his day. It was the kind of the prime time for heavyweights. You had Foreman, you had Ali, you had Frazier, there was like 6 of them that just kind of beat up on each other. Ali was the best of all of them. And you know, you were talking about Mayweather being old. Ali won championships in his 40s. And so, I mean, Foreman could be on the list, but he was a great boxer. He shouldn't be in your top athletes of all time. My opinion only. Thank you.
Good opinion.
Moving on.
All right,
Yeah, I share
We're
that
gonna go with
as well.
rumors.
Okay, our next athlete is Hafthor Bjornsson.
Whoa, you skipped
Wait,
one.
what?
You
Wait,
already
you
skipped
skipped-
one.
Wait, did we?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Joey Chestnut.
Yes!
Greatest eater of all time.
Athlete.
I think it was 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I think that's his record.
Here's
Here's the thing,
minutes?
anyone that thinks
Okay.
that we're kidding, this is 100% serious.
Yeah,
This
Okay.
is ridiculous.
Hold on.
what he does.
Okay. Let me say something. All right. So this guy, right?
75.
Okay, 75 hot
hot
dogs. What was the second place guy? Wasn't it like 40 something?
It was like 40 or 50.
Yeah.
It wasn't even close.
Not even close.
Oh my god.
So
But look at
there a
all
video?
of his eating records.
that's yeah.
It's not just hot
It's
dogs.
it's
He
yeah.
dominates
He
this
dominates.
The man
this-
is a beast.
I've got a ton of his records here. Let me just read off a few.
go.
Epic.
Chicken wings, 182 chicken wings, 30 minutes.
Oh my.
75 hot dogs, 10 minutes. 45 pulled pork sandwiches, 10 minutes.
Oh.
53 soft beef tacos from Taco Bell, 10 minutes. 7.61 pounds of buffalo chicken wings, 12 minutes.
Oh
Oh
my
my
gosh.
7 pounds.
23 meat pies in 10 minutes. 141 hard-boiled eggs, 8 minutes.
Dude, those things are tough to get.
12
down
pounds of deep-fried asparagus in 10 minutes.
That sounds
Imagine 12 pounds eating 12 pounds of something.
Is he
Anything.
fat or is he?
No.
He's not fat. Here.
No.
He's like got muscles.
Yeah, that's like the weirdest thing about competitive
He,
eaters.
like,
Like the
trains
best
for it.
competitive eaters are all like
Or
skinny.
not fat.
That's because
Yeah.
he trains for it, man.
Although their stomachs are like huge though. Like most of their inside is just stomach.
So expanded, yeah.
10 cups, cup of ramen noodles in 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Bruh.
He can eat ramen noodles quicker than you can make them.
Wait, how many cups?
10.
In
a
1
minute.
and 50 seconds.
1 minute and 50 seconds.
That's
I
11
think I
seconds
could
a
do that,
cup.
maybe.
My biggest question with competitive
10
eaters
cups.
is what is it like 5 hours afterwards? What is their life
So bad,
like?
probably.
Probably not
Well,
pretty.
It's gotta be horrible.
I doubt
We
they
would talk
taste.
about it, but we'd get demonetized.
Especially after
They don't. I said. I know. I doubt they taste like literally any of it because it's just going down.
that
No
is-
chewing
He
at all.
swallows the
Yeah.
hot dog.
Yeah.
You watch it, he
Demonetized
shoves them
before
in his
it's
mouth.
Yeah.
demonetized.
that's why-
He like hops up and
If
down.
you chew, it's a waste
Yeah,
of time.
that's why when you see competitive hot dog eaters, they'll like dunk the bread in water to make it go down easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like they're eating it for taste.
No.
Oh, wet bread. That's something about that.
They don't eat
You
them
know
with hot
that.
dogs.
Okay.
So
we
is he an
can.
athlete?
I was just gonna get to that. So we can look at competitive eating, and make a joke about it. Look at these guys; they're just stuffing their
But,
face.
like, we couldn't do
But
it.
then this guy comes around and does something that shouldn't even be humanly possible. And you're like, well, we have to label him an athlete now because he's doing something that no one else is even close to doing.
He's pushing the limits of the human body.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If you push the limits of the human body, you're automatically one of the greatest.
Adam Richmond has
and being
nothing on this
100%
man.
serious, honestly, athlete.
That was the
Yeah,
He's gotta be.
Top 10 for sure.
If
I legitimately think top 5.
if he wasn't so far ahead of everyone else in the field, then we would
Then
not
we would
say
laugh
that.
him off.
But
Right.
he's
He's like
30
so-
hot dogs ahead of second place in 10
almost
minutes.
doubling the other
Yeah,
people.
that's
That
just
is
ridiculous.
3 more hot dogs per minute.
Definitely not a top 5 athlete of all time.
This
but-
is the
Stop the cap.
If you actually watch it, it shows like hot dogs per minute. So
That's funny.
it's awesome. And like, is he gonna get to 80 this year?
The exact
So
argument
fun.
we made for Usain Bolt was, oh, he defies the human limits of the human body. Same thing with Joey Chestnut.
Same.
so he's number 2.
Usain Bolt, Joey Chestnut.
I'm flipping that around. I want Joey Chestnut at number
Then
1.
Mike Tyson.
Joey Chestnut.
All right.
Usain Bolt, Mike Tyson. End of story.
All right.
we gotta move on, boys.
Our next athlete is Hafthor Bjornsson.
Aw, this man's a
This man's crazy. Okay, so back to that Eddie Hall, right? He deadlifted 500 pounds, trained his kilograms. Sorry,
Way more. Yeah.
500 kilograms, trained his whole life to do it. He pretty much ruined his body for 3 months afterward. Hafthor lifted 500 kilograms and ran around the gym and was perfectly fine.
Wasn't
this
he
man
in Game
is
of
an
Thrones?
athlete.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
mountain.
He's
He's
the
the mountain.
He's chilling out, starring in Game of
Let's
Thrones,
see.
lifted 500 kilograms on the side. Like,
501.
He is the
technically,
first
because
person to
he's-
have
Yeah,
won
he
the
won
Arnold
every
Strongman
year.
Classic, Europe's Strongest Man, and World's Strongest Man in the same year. But although he does not hold the.
I know. So small.
What?
Oh yeah, his
talking
wife.
about-
His wife.
Okay, but like every single like super huge strongman has like a small wife.
Small
You ever
wife.
noticed?
Well, that's the wife is not small. The man.
The man's just too
like
big.
that dude's what 6'10" and 400
He's
pounds.
he's 6'9", 452.
Yeah.
But like
That's pretty good.
But, his deadlift record for us pound boys is 1,104 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
Lightweight.
insane.
Watch this.
The crazy thing is he is getting better, and he got hurt a couple years ago, and he just competed in the the strongman competition as like a workout is what he called
He
it,
got third,
and he
didn't
got third. Yeah.
The thing is, he does not have the most world's strongest man titles, though. But
Not
we will,
yet.
We will. Well,
But I
yeah.
think
How
he
old is
probably
he?
could.
Oh yeah. Let me check his age because.
'Cause I don't
But they
think
compete
he's-
until they're 50.
Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah. Well, no.
it
Do you
doesn't
know
really matter.
Nick Best?
Yeah.
He's one of the other strongmen, and he still competes with some of the others. He doesn't usually like win the biggest tournaments,
Yeah.
but he still does a lot of feats of strength, and I think he's in his 50s. Okay, Bjornsson's he's 32.
Yeah. So,
So he still has a lot
the
of time
older
left.
they get, usually the better they get with lifting because it allows their body more time to get stronger.
It's true. He is younger than Brian Shaw right now, so he still has more time.
Yeah,
to
and
get
Brian
stronger.
Shaw is considered the best, but I
He
think
is the best right now.
Yeah, I
basically.
think Hafthor will take his crown. Though.
Eddie Hall's 33, so I guess he still has room. But I think Bjornsson. Will
I think
take
Eddie
Hall.
Hall's done because he's not.
He damaged himself so much
So
on
much.
that 500 because he held it for 4 seconds afterwards,
Also,
just to like show people that he had
I
done
don't-
it.
I
So
know
Eddie
if
Hall's
you-
not nearly tall enough.
Yeah, I also I don't know if you follow Eddie Hall on anything, but
Yeah, I do.
he's been doing a lot of boxing lately too.
Yeah,
he's getting into the boxing game.
He's like skinny now. Well, he's not skinny, but
Not
he's
skinny,
like
but-
he's getting.
compared to where he was.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so these guys definitely amazing at what they do, and like, are they like athletes though? 'Cause you
Hafthor
look at him.
Bjornsson is an athlete.
look
The
at
other
him,
guys,
they are
not.
If we put
so
Joey
much.
Chestnut as an athlete, I think we can put these
When
guys.
they are boxing, like, they're not the greatest.
No.
Although Eddie Hall does have an upcoming bout with Bjornsson.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
Right.
That's gonna be so fun
That's
to
gonna be
watch.
so
Wait,
That's-
like a fight?
Yeah, an
Like
actual
the
boxing
Yeah.
match.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, but it's whoever lands the shot first. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Pretty much.
It's gonna be haymaker after haymaker. Whoever lands the shot first.
I feel like that's gonna have to make a new
The
like a weight class
heaviest
for him.
boxing match in history.
My guess would be it's gonna be labeled exhibition, just so they don't.
Let's
have
try to
like,
let's try to
lose
get
a
through
ton
the
of weight or
last few of
anything.
these. We're
right.
running low
Okay.
on time.
Let's
Really
get
quick.
through the last
Really
two.
quick.
All right. So our I guess second to last athlete is Evander Holyfield.
Okay, he beat Mike Tyson twice. Fought him twice, beat him twice. So
How long did he
I
hold
mean,
his champ?
he's
What's his
better than
record?
Mike Tyson.
He was the
When did he fight Mike Tyson?
he was the
it
undisputed
in his
champion
prime?
at cruiserweight in the late
He was
80s
the
and
earmark
heavyweight in
victim.
the early 90s.
Yeah.
He was the one who got his ear,
Yeah.
part of his
Yeah.
ear bit off by Mike Tyson.
because he was beating him, so he just bit his ear. He bit both ears, but only one got a chunk. I think.
Holyfield was
What is
good.
the chunk?
It's
still-
not
you
much,
could have,
but it's still-
the boxers you talked about could be rated higher than him, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, that's. I was like, when did he fight Tyson? Was he in his prime yet?
Towards the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not far. I mean, it was still decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was still a feat to beat Mike Tyson at that.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more.
Our last one is Brian Shaw.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I need to look up how many Brian Shaw.
I would say he's like Bjornsson, Shaw, and Eddie Hall are probably the three best known weightlifters. in
Eddie
my
Hall's
opinion.
more known for his personality and his like.
500. Well, and his
And
500
his-
pull because he was the
Yeah,
first
he was
one
the
to do
first
500.
person to do that.
Okay, so it looks like he has 4 World's Strongest Man titles.
Yeah.
Like he's 6'8", so he's really close to Bjornsson, and he's about 4. I don't know why it's multiple weights here, but he's like anywhere from 420 to 440.
What's
So he is
yeah.
huge.
Well, on a day.
He's not as
Swing.
athletic
Yeah, 'cause he
as
eats
Hathor
10,000 calories a
Bjornsson though.
day.
This list of athletes, Hafthorpe is definitely more athletic
I'd
than
say.
Brian
I'd
Shaw.
say
agree
for
with
sure.
that.
For
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like he's more rounded out, but I'd say raw strength. I think Brian takes the cake on that one.
Oh, strength, yeah.
Well, I think
Possibly.
Brian has probably worked towards it for significantly longer too.
6
And
more
has been-
years.
Yeah. like focused solely on
But I mean, that's just based on
weightlifting.
age. That's not based on when their career
Yeah.
started. So.
You got to wrap.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for listening. This has been 6 Guys Talking here.
We still have to like do top 5.
Top
Are we doing
five.
top 5
Everyone's
still?
Let's do it
top
quick.
five.
Let's do it quick.
No,
we don't
have
have
time.
That'll,
third one.
that'll take a
We'll
long
have a
time.
third one.
Alright, well, so we will see you guys back in part 3.